Well, a magazine that celebrates Maine's modern lifestyles preparing to launch its winter edition. From Maine entrepreneurs to a local sports legend and delicious food, it is sure to captivate readers.
Here to tell us all about the next edition of MyMaine Magazine are Maggie Knowles, the editorial director, and Karen Middleton, the executive director of MyMaine Media. Good morning, ladies. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I can't believe we're already talking about the next edition and winter. Before we get into this amazing edition, can we just talk about the feedback and response from your first edition of this magazine?
Yeah, it's been incredible. The community definitely has responded in a way that this is something they've really looked forward to and cherished, and yeah.
We've just had an outpouring of people, from our advertisers to people sending us wonderful letters saying how much they've just adored it. Even letters from retired people who are into birding and would like to do something for the magazine. So it's been wonderful.
And getting off the screen for a little bit and being able to savor something like this, that's a lot of feedback we're getting.
Speaking of, you guys were back here in August. You kicked off this magazine, but man, you have to work hard to get this one going. Talk about, I mean, you just had a month or so to do this, right?
We're working on it pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Yes, even though it only comes out 4 times a year. I mean, it's beyond a full-time job putting it together.
I think this one was easier though, because we had something to go on the first one. We had something positive to show somebody and say, look, this is what it's going to look like. Whereas the first time round, it was like, well, we have this dream. And so this time it was wonderful to have the fall issue.
All right, we're so excited to have sort of this exclusive sneak peek at this magazine. Tell us some of the stories and highlights that we'll find.
Some of the features, a beautiful piece on Cooper Flagg, Maine's leading man. We did a beautiful piece with David McLean, is a National Geographic photographer, and he did this great piece on commercial fishing, which people are really going to love. And Winter Kids is our featured nonprofit, so we did a great piece on them. And our launch party, all of our proceeds with our raffle will go to support them as well.
Yeah, one of our favorite parts of this issue is we did a winter gift guide. So it helped the smaller local businesses and it enabled them to be part of this great magazine with people like Portland Ovations and Booth Bay Botanical Gardens. So they had this really great collection of Christmas gifts and holiday gifts for the season. We're actually wearing one of Lala Luna's outfits here and in our fashion statement.
And looking lovely.
Thank you. And in our fashion statement, which we do, we have this, we're not going to tell you all about it, but the sneak peek is with Lala Luna and Loom clothing. So it's absolutely beautiful.
And this candle collaboration too that we did with Sea Love.
We love Sea Love.
Besides the gift, with the Christmas coming up, is there something else about this edition that just have you so jazzed?
That's a great question. So we took a lot of feedback from our readers, and we want to add a lot of useful content. So we added an adulting section that talks about saving for retirement, writing a will, holiday party etiquette. So we added a whole adulting section at the end to just attack those little things that people know they need but they don't want to deal with.
Yeah, very useful information.
Very useful information.
What was the big highlight for you?
I think for me, when I held it in my hands, it's kind of like a love letter to Maine. For the winter season, there's going to be stories in here that just make you cry and laugh and just fall in love with Maine all over again. So I think it's going to be a wonderful addition just for us to have this and just have it out for our readers over this cozy kind of cold season.
Yeah, and because it's a quarterly, right? I mean, it's, when I picked it up, I'm like, man, there's a lot of stuff in it. It's a lot thicker than normal magazines like the monthlies and things like that.
It's 108 pages, which, yes, we want people to really have a lot of different types of content and we want people to hang on to them and go back to them again and again over time.
Can we talk about the cover? I mean, it is just such a stunning photo there. What drew you to this? And it definitely kind of speaks to winter in Maine, I feel like.
Well, the cover was by Ben Nero, and he's a great artist. You can check out his Instagram posts, and we just fell in love. So the front of the magazine is Acadia, and then the back you'll see is a tribute. I'll let Maggie
to the fish shacks at Willard Beach that were destroyed in the storms last January. So this was a beautiful the minute we saw this, we knew we had to. I still get goosebumps looking at it. So we wanted like a tribute to something that felt wintry but not necessarily snow.
It's beautiful.
Especially with the full moon on there too.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if the cover's better or the back cover, right?
And we do have a piece on noctourism, which is the rising, looking at the sky at dark. So it's a nice tribute to that as well.
And for our viewers who maybe weren't able to get the first edition, can you talk about how unique your magazine is, especially getting sort of that digital aspect involved as well?
Well, we printed 20,000 copies of the first issue, so it's absolutely everywhere. So if you haven't seen it, you mustn't have been out anywhere. That's all I'm saying. It's everywhere. We've had people saying, well, I went there and I saw it. Is that yours? And but the part that is very special to us is that it's lovely having the print copy to sit down and just read, but everyone is so digital nowadays, so they're always doing everything with their phone. So part of the magazine is we have QR codes on a lot of the editorial features, so you can QR and find out behind the scenes or meet the chef or find out a little bit more about winter kids. So it's very interactive.
And talk about what your goal is with this magazine. What do you get people to take away from this, especially the big, thick magazines?
I think community building on all different platforms. Through this, we want to add a lot more monthly live events that have community building and educational aspects to them, which is really important to us. We want to add a podcast next year and do a lot more short form videos on our YouTube channel.
Wow. Big plans.
Big plans,
That's
yes.
amazing. All right, and so where can people get their hands on the next edition of MyMaine Magazine?
Well, you can subscribe. We love subscriptions. There is a subscription link, and there is one on our website, which is mymainemedia.com. And we also have them at all of our partnerships at the Botanical Gardens, at Portland Ovations, Coffee by Design.
All the main tourism
all
centers.
All of the main tourism centers. So, you really can get your hands on it. And if you can't,
just reach out to us and we'll tell you where to get them.
We'll happily give them a copy.
Yeah, and I can't wait to read the piece about Cooper flags.
Oh my gosh, we're so
Thank you.
excited. Congratulations again. We
Thank
can't wait to
you.
dig into this.
And thank you for having us.
Of course. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.